Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Plum High School for tonight's broadcast. This will be a section matchup between the Hampton Talbots and your Plum Mustangs. I'm Jake Bell, and joining me tonight are Cam Wickline, Landon Dunnick, Justina Ricchini, Matt Diss, Shane Genscher, and the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rick Barat. These are two teams looking to start climbing the standings, as Hampton is 6-6 while being 3-3 in section play, while Plum is 4-9 and 1-5 in section play.
Currently, Hampton is fourth in their section and are 3 games behind first place. A player to watch for Hampton is Matt DiMatteo. DiMatteo is a two-sport athlete who also played football for a section-winning Hampton team. This team is relatively young, but don't let their age fool you. This team is already contending for the playoffs and would love to compete for the section in the next couple of seasons.
The Mustangs are looking to bounce back after a tough loss to Highlands and are looking for their second section win. The Mustangs have the talent to win this game, and if they put it all together, they can do so. Look for them to attack the rim, since this has been their biggest strength of the season.
A player to watch for the Mustangs tonight is Austin Harita. Harita is the biggest threat from beyond the arc for the Mustangs this season. Look for them to try to get the ball in his hands, since the Mustangs did not shoot from 3 very much against Highlands and may want to change that tonight. Justino, what are you thinking about tonight's matchup?
I think we're going to get a good matchup tonight, Cam. I think Hampton's strengths are their guards. They have a lot of good three-point shooters, and for Plum, it's on the rim. So I think both teams are strong in different areas, so we should get a good game here tonight.
All right, so we've all given our intros. Now we're going to turn it over for the first time in a while to Mr. Barat. What are you thinking about tonight?
Well, last time we played the Talbots, 20-point victory by the Talbots. I obviously didn't go the Mustangs' way. It's Friday night. It's a home game. The Mustangs struggled a little bit against Highlands on Tuesday, so I'm really interested, Cam, in to see how the first 5 minutes play out. And you know what? That sounds so cliche-ish to say, hey, hopefully Plum plays well. They need to play spectacular. But truly, they've struggled a little bit this season. And so for Coach Marino, it'd be nice for them to come out and take it to the Talbots and kick them on their back heels a little bit. So, and they hung with Highlands. And then Highlands, led by Jimmy Kuntz, just slowly and just separated. So I think it's going to be a really good test here. I mean, the Talbots are coming in. We're going to beat Plum. We're going to beat Plum. We're going to beat Plum. So, it's up to Plum to put it right back in their face. So I'm excited for tonight's game.
The starting matchups for tonight for the Mustangs is Steven Havanchek, Sean Franzi, Nick Killinger, Adam Kotvis, and Cameron Moss. Hampton's starting lineup for tonight is Matt DiMatteo, Brandon Murray, Liam Minoinga, Eric Weeks, and Robert Call. And now as into tip, Hampton is already out to a 4-0 lead.
Well, guys, this goes against everything I said. I mean, Hampton scored 4 seconds in and then 19 seconds in. So it's not the start the Mustangs were looking for tonight.
The Mustangs are looking to start on offense. Kotvis has the ball. Got a screen from Killinger. Looks to drive, pass it over to Havanchek, and goes through his arms. Hampton ball.
Boy, it looked like Kotvis just went up with a shot there, guys. I think he was driving right through. Was unselfish, though. So, minute into the game here. We're live streaming tonight. Score stripe right below the screen, as you can see. Worked by Emily Barat, my daughter. So, hopefully she'll keep track well tonight. As the Mustangs playing great defense there. Steal by Killinger. He brings it down and slams it home for the Mustangs' first points of the game.
We were all waiting for Killinger to eventually throw one down this year, and there it is, first one. Hampton goes up for a layup. Cam Moss gets the rebound, gives it up to Killinger, who then, looking for a pass, but throws it right out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are playing really fast to start this game. It's a high-end, highly intense game so far.
Killinger, the man who just threw that dunk down for the Mustangs, is a guy who's been hot recently for them. He's put up multiple games recently of 19 to 20 points, somewhere around there. I know our first game of the year we did with him against Indiana, I believe. He just had an absolute monster game. I think he finished with 21 points, and we don't keep track of rebounds, but felt like he had about 1,000 that night. And if he can put up a performance like that again, it should be a good thing for the Mustangs.
Hey, guys, that's number 20. That's a big guy for Hampton. What's his name again? You guys have the roster in front of you.
If I can pronounce it right, it's Liam Mignogna.
Well, McNogna there had the last basket and early foul trouble for him. Picks up his first foul less than 2 minutes into the game. Something to just keep track of.
He's a big guy, but only a sophomore.
Yeah, this is a very young team. I believe there's only 3 seniors, but only one of them starts, and that's Di Matteo, so definitely a very young team.
And there is Monogna,
again.
we were just talking about, to put it to an 8-2 lead for Hampton, as they've gotten out to a fast start just over 2 minutes into this game. Kotvis looking to drive into the lane, puts up a shot, and may have been fouled there. I'm surprised nothing was called.
Yeah, you could see a lot of contact there, I think, but he wasn't looking to pass there. He was trying to get fouled and get to the line, but unfortunately he didn't get the call.
And we've noticed a lot over the last couple of games, whenever Kotvis drives to the lane, he is more of a pass-first point guard, so he'll do whatever he can to get the ball in other guys' hands.
Okay, things hopefully here are starting to settle in, guys, as we're at 5:30 left to go here in the first. Plum down 8-2.
Kotvis with the ball.
Offensive foul there. Who was that on, guys?
It was either a charge or maybe an illegal screen.
I believe
I
they
wasn't
called
too
it on
sure.
Killinger there.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a charge. Yeah, something called on Nick. So that's his first, team first.
Brendan Murray with the layup for Hampton, and that's going to make it 10-2.
You'd like to see Coach Marino here, 10-2, 3 minutes in. Maybe he calls a timeout here. Plum with a couple turnovers, and there's another one. And I know he wanted to get the team out to a fast start, and there it is, timeout by Coach Marino. 5:10 left to go. The Talbots just came out flying, and besides that, steal and slam by Nick Killinger. Mustangs down 10-2 early on here. Guys, thoughts 3 minutes in?
Something that isn't looking great for the Mustangs is the guy we talked about, Hampton's leading scorer, Matt DiMatteo, has 0 points so far, and Hampton is still out to a 10-2 lead. So he hasn't even made a difference in this game yet, and the Mustangs are going to have to look to strike soon before he gets hot and gets going into this game.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good sign, Cam, that he hasn't scored. You want to say yes, but then you look at the scoreboard and you're down by 8, less than 3 minutes in, and it's like, wow, DiMatteo hasn't even scored yet. You know, so that's a little scary right now as the Talbots bring the ball up.
I did notice on Hampton's last bucket, he got the assist on it, so not on the score sheet,
Sure.
but still definitely making an impact on this game. There's going to be a turnover for Hampton.
You know, and that's like the second or third time, guys, that they tried that backdoor cut. So obviously they saw something on film, and hopefully the players or Coach Marino made the adjustment there as Plum was able to defend well. Turnover Talbots.
A.J. Harita's now on the court, the guy we talked about in the intro for the Mustangs. Now Killinger posting up into Kotvis, who's going to pass out to Harita for 3. Off the rim and out. Talbot's looking to carry it up now. Passing it over, driving in the lane, puts up a shot.
Ooh, good shot.
Nice contested layup there for number 21, Eric Weeks.
I mean, Weeks kissed that high off the glass, guys.
Mustangs looking to get something going on offenses. Besides Nick Killinger's dunk on a fast break, there's been nothing going on for them.
Cam stepped on the line. I mean, he was pushed a little bit. Sometimes you'll get that call, and Mustangs not starting strong here. And if you're a Hampton Talbot fan, start off 12-2, 4 minutes in, you have to be really pleased to come in here to Plum High School and jump out 12-2.
Killinger gets the rebound, passes it off to Franz. He was going to look to get up the court, but intercepted into DiMatteo. Looking to put the board up. There it is.
Great up and under there. 14-2. And you hate to use your timeouts early, guys. I don't know. I mean, maybe Coach Marino might want to consider calling timeout again just to settle things down. I mean, nothing's going right for the Mustangs.
Seems like the game's speeding up on the Mustangs early.
Coffis with a foul.
You know, this is where you're looking for one of your seniors like Killinger or Moss that have been on varsity and been big role players for the last couple of years. You're looking for one of them to step up, say, hey guys, let's stop messing around. We got a game to go win. It's 14-2. It's still a lot of time left. Certainly isn't over, but it can end pretty soon if we don't start playing a lot better.
Mustang ball.
There's a start.
You know, with Hampton, we've been saying, you know, their strength is their outside shooting. Well, they've been attacking the rim just like Plum's strength. So I definitely have a feeling the Mustangs were kind of preparing for those outside shots and are giving up on the rim here.
Yeah, you might be right, Jake. Good play by Coffitz. He's almost turns the ball over. Cam right up and strong and gets the and one. Maybe a little bit of a turnaround here as Plum cuts it to 14-4. Cam, see if he can complete the three-point play. Cam Moss, senior. Little bigger brother of Connor Moss, is at Kenyon University as a freshman.
Off the rim and out. Hampton up 14-4, looking to go up the court.
Boy, do they not run the floor exceptionally well, guys?
This is a Hampton team that plays extremely fast.
Oh.
That's one of the things I've noticed so far tonight is their offense gets down the court immediately. On defense, they're in every single passing lane. They almost just seem to be out hustling the Mustangs, and the Mustangs are gonna have to dig deep if they want to go and win this ball game.
No, I agree, Cam. Coach Marina is screaming at the defense to do something.
Good defense here by Moss.
Yeah, double team up high, putting a little pressure on. Kick by the Mustangs. Hampton retains possession.
And you really can't blame Haria there. He pretty much threw it at his feet. I mean, the Hampton player was trying to throw in between his legs, and Haria just didn't budge there.
Sure.
Yeah, it's either get the kick ball or give up an easy layup, so easy choice for Haria, but
speaking of easy layups, there's a little pick there. Good play by the Talbots. They go up 16-4.
Kotvis has got to get something going here for these Mustangs. A little bit of an errant pass, but Kotvis gets it back. Looking for someone, off to Franzi. Taking it back, looking to set up the offense. Now cuts, loses the ball a bit, keeps it in, gives it off to Killinger in the corner, back to Franzi. And another Talbot getting in the passing lane of the Mustangs as he goes up for a layup. No good, rebound. No good again. Another rebound for Hampton.
Whoa, I think he's hurt there, Cam. I didn't see who went up. Took a hard fall. We heard that from up there. Is that number
That's 10? The junior, Brennan Murray.
Yeah, he went down hard, but great offensive rebounds. I see Griffin Orzik ready to come in. Plum making wholesale substitutions here. I think Coach Marina is kind of little stunned here beside himself as we have 1:37 left to go in the first quarter. He just joining us. 17-4.
In checks Griffin Orisic, Seth Favero, and Steven Havanchek for the Mustangs. As AJ Harita, Sean Franzi, and Nick Killinger all take a seat.
I think Coach Marina is just trying to find the right combination here, guys, because for the first 6.5 minutes, nothing seems to be going the Mustangs' way.
Yeah, obviously the starting five you put out there not getting the job done, so just looking to put guys out there that are going to get it done. As Kotvis goes up for a mid-range shot, no good. Orisic gets the rebound, gets blocked.
Another
steal. Wow. DiMatteo up for a crazy layup and sinks it.
Good play by DiMatteo as he went coast to coast there. Shot it with his right, coming down the left. Doesn't matter. 20-4 with 1:16 left.
And you could tell Kotvis wanted to foul him on purpose. I mean, he just
Sure.
made him draw a lot of contact, just hoping he wouldn't make that layup, and unfortunately he did, so it'll be an M1 free throw here.
This is just a Hampton team that is playing with their heads on fire right now.
And now they're
playing
coming
so
full
quick.
court press now, Cam. You see that? I mean, they just want to put that proverbial nail in the coffin here.
This game's already speeding up on the Mustangs before they went full court press, and now Hampton is just trying to make it worse, put a dagger in them early with just a minute left.
I mean,
in the first quarter.
I hate to say it. I mean, you guys heard this analogy before. It looks like Hampton has 6, 7 guys on the floor. They get hands on every ball. They're just everywhere.
This right now is a team that I'm shocked walked into this building 6-6.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling. This is Hampton's playing better this first quarter than Highlands did.
I was just about to say that.
You know, you agree? Yeah, I mean,
Team
tell
second
me
in
I'm
the
wrong.
Team second in the conference, Highlands, walked into here, and the Mustangs kept up with them for the first quarter. I actually believe ending the first quarter with a lead. But now here we are, Hampton, fourth in the conference, is just beating up on the Mustangs early. Mustangs doing a lot of passing, looking to get a shot up into Vanchek in the paint, and
another
another
turnover.
steal.
20 seconds left in the first quarter, 21-4. Hampton Talbots over the Plum Mustangs.
Hampton going to try to get the last shot up here, you'd have to assume. DiMatteo surveying. Up with a mid-range, off the back brick. Hampton out hustles and gets the rebound. And in all honesty, this feels like a quarter that the Mustangs are going to want to forget pretty quickly.
Yes, not a good first quarter, guys. I mean, we talked about, I said it in my pregame, we're looking forward to the Mustangs jumping out early, and the exact opposite happened, as it is now 21-4. Mustangs down by 17. Didn't see this coming at all.
No, people talked all day about how this was going to be a game the Mustangs had a very good shot at winning. Hampton coming in not doing very well so far this year, but I mean, this has been just nothing but impressive. Hampton seems to be catching more Plum passes than Plum players are right now.
Oh, I totally agree. I mean, looking back at the Plum-Indiana game, I don't think Indiana even got to 30 points, and right now it's 21-4 in the first quarter. Definitely some offensive struggles. Hopefully the Mustangs can just limit the turnovers, because I think they have talented scorers, and they just need to get the ball to their playmakers, and I just don't think they're doing that right now. So if they can get in rhythm, I think we'll see hopefully a turnaround soon.
Yeah, I think for the Mustangs also, their transition defense has struggled the last 2 games. Both against Highlands and now against Hampton, they've allowed easy layups on either side of the floor. Hampton outworking them whenever it comes to those loose balls. So that's something the Mustangs can easily clean up for the rest of this game.
Now a nice little treat for you Mustang fans out there is a man who's usually behind the camera has now picked up a headset. Landon Dunnick, how are you doing tonight? What do you think of this game?
Oh, hey, Cam, I'm doing great. I think the Mustangs need to, work on their turnovers a little bit more. They're not rushing for the ball as much as they should be. Hampton's beating them down the court every play. So if we can make a little bit more movement on that side, I think we'd be a lot better.
Landon, let's hear your best announcer call for the 3 ball that Stephen Havanchek just sank.
And the 3 from Steve.
Spoken like a true professional. Thanks, Landon.
Oh, of course, Cam. Anything for you.
DiMatteo with a nasty cross. Goes up for another nice layup, and he's smooth out on the court, guys.
DiMatteo has had nice handles all night long. It seems like the ball just finds him.
All right, so Koffis is going to try to survey the defense here. Driving a little bit to give to Ivanchek. Koffis. It looks like that's going to be a travel, so another turnover by the Mustangs, and Hampton gets the ball here.
Yeah, that was Nathaniel Yeoman with the travel there. I believe the biggest guy on the Mustangs team. Him and Nick Hillinger are both tied at 6'5", so both very big guys. Nathaniel doesn't get a whole bunch of playing time, but Coach obviously seeing that what they're doing right now isn't working, so trying to change something up, going with a little bit of different personnel than usual.
It looks like a timeout is called after the layup by Pisgah.
I mean, that layup's about as uncontested as you're going to get in high school basketball. There was no one within a couple of feet of him.
You could. Oh, no, you can go. You can go.
I've also noticed all night long that Hampton is very good at using their screens very well. They have a couple big men on the court at all times, and they know how to screen, get those easy layups every single play.
Something we noticed in the last couple of possessions, Hampton's aggressiveness trying to get into the passing lanes. We've noticed a couple of their players trying to jump passes, not necessarily getting to them, and then the Mustangs are catching their defense out of position. So if the Mustangs can manage to get around those Hampton defenders, usually their over-aggressiveness is leaving an unmatched defense. So it should lead to some open shots if we can be a little more precise with our passes, and hopefully try and cut into this 25-7 lead that Hampton has built up with just a minute gone in this second quarter.
I also think something that could help the Mustangs is their 3 game, and putting in, as you said, came earlier, Austin Harita, one of their best 3 shooters back in the game, might help them a little get some momentum from the 3-point line.
The 5 out there right now is Sean Franzi, Adam Kotvis, Griffin Orisic, Nathaniel Yeoman, and a guy we don't see all the time, number 13, Will Beckner, just a freshman. So, Coach, definitely going with some different personnel than usual, which if the personnel you got out there aren't working, I mean, you got to do whatever you can to win a ball game, so.
He's going to try to give it to Orisic. He gives it to Yeoman, but it's going to be another travel.
I mean, we all watched him walk with it there. He went up for at least 2 or 3 pump fakes, and every time he did, he was moving his feet. So he was just trying to walk his way around the basket. You're not going to get away with that here.
I'm also a little surprised we haven't seen more of Cam Moss. I only think he has 1 foul in this game, so I'm surprised he's been on the bench for a little bit here.
They're going to drive here, and that's almost going to be made. The rebound by Orsic. That shot was by Robert Cole.
Justino, back to what you said about not seeing Cam Moss. You ever heard the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Well, right now, this Mustangs team, it looks a little broke. So Coach is trying to do whatever he can to fix it, going with a little bit of different personnel. So, I mean, we're obviously going to see Cam Moss again at some point. Too good of a player to sit out much longer. But Coach is trying to do whatever he can, find whoever he can to give this Mustangs team a spark that they desperately need right now.
And coming off that timeout, that was either the 2nd or 3rd travel. Not a turnover. You see the Mustangs commit a lot, so definitely some great defense by Hampton here. And that's going to be an easy layup for number 30, Braxton Eastley.
What a play by Matt DiMatteo there, Jake. That was some crazy artistry to get out of that double team right there, and he was about to be out of bounds.
I mean, he looks like he's just playing at a different speed than everyone else so far tonight.
And Koffis is going to drive here. The give to Beckner. He's looking to pass to Yeoman. Franzi surveying the court. Give to Orsic. Back to Franzi. Almost stolen, but he gets out of it. Yeoman gives to Koffis for an easy layup, and that's going to put the Mustangs score up to 9 here.
It did result in a basket, which is obviously good for the Mustangs. And this is a lot easier to say when you're broadcasting than playing, but one of the things this Mustangs team might be doing that's hurting them is they're looking for the perfect shot every possession instead of just taking good shots. They passed up a couple of different open looks there, and it did result in a basket, so you're obviously never going to complain about that. But at a 20-point deficit already, you're going to have to look to start getting shots up.
And Murray will extend the Hampton lead to 20 here. Almost 4.5 minutes left to go in the first half. They're going to give it to Yeoman here. Orsic looking to give it to someone. That's to Yeoman. Yeoman's trying to find anyone open here. And it's going to be stolen again by by Hampton. And that's going to be an easy layup for Eric Weeks.
He has to get this ball in soon to avoid a 5-second violation.
That was a smart pass there by Franzi, finding the only open man there. Looks like it's going to be stolen again. Great job by Hampton to keep it in. They're going to give it to an open Weeks, who's going to make a 2nd straight layup.
The Mustangs just seem way too disorganized here on these last couple of possessions. They've been letting their defense break down way too easy, I think, so far.
You hate to say it's a lack of effort because these are games that guys, I mean, in all honesty, have been preparing for months, not just the last couple of days. This is a season they worked for months, but it just looks like the Mustangs, I mean, you hate to say they're not trying because obviously they are, but Hampton hustles down, keeps the ball from going out of bounds, throws it into the middle of the court where there's multiple Mustangs and Talbot players, but it seems like 3 Talbots converge on the ball and the Mustangs are nowhere to be seen. So you would hope they're playing defense, but throws it down, gets a wide open layup. This is just a Mustangs team that needs to start playing better right now.
Yeah, the Mustangs are gassed right now.
DiMatteo's going to give it to Cole. Or excuse me, to Eastley. That looks to be a foul here.
And that may not have been the worst foul by Nathaniel Yeoman there to stop the play and give his guys a little bit of a breather.
Couple new subs here for the Mustangs. Number 34, Aiden Stallnaker. And who is the other one? Oh, number 21, Brendan Getlack for the Mustangs.
It looks like another layup attempt. Good defense by the Mustangs, but the offensive rebound allows the second chance shot there.
Big guy for Hampton, Liam. How did we decide we were going to say his name tonight, gentlemen? Mignoinga?
I think it's Mignogna.
Mignogna.
I think that sounds just right. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably right. Try saying that 5 times fast. But he's the guy who got the rebound there, puts it back up. Definitely Hampton's big man.
They're going to give it to Yeoman, the pump fake here. He's going to try for the layup, but Orsic's putback is good.
That's going to make it 35-11, Talbot's lead.
Yeah, as you said, Cam, earlier with Cam Moss and Killinger on the bench, I'm still surprised they're not out there, but we'll see how this works here.
Yeah, I'll be completely honest. I did expect to see them out a little sooner than this.
And something you haven't seen from Hampton today, they missed a pretty open layup, so good advantage for Plum here to get that rebound.
Mustangs had to get that ball up quick enough, and I believe Coach may have called a timeout, or I'm not entirely sure what happened, but I thought the Mustangs got an 8-second violation. But Mustangs passing the ball in, so obviously something went wrong on Hampton's part.
And another steal by Hampton. They're trying to get a layup here. Nice job by Plum to get there quick enough. And the give to Weeks is gonna give the layup here, so that's gonna be 37-11 Hampton.
That's just a nice basketball play. Catch it, post it up, throw it on the deck, take one. That was almost really cool, guys. But like I said, catch it, post it up, throw it on the deck once, take a spin and put it up. That was pretty nice. Just over a minute and a half left in this second quarter.
Orsic trying to find someone. He gives it to Getlack. Again, the full court press. The give to Beckner. Back to Getlack. He's trying to force that foul, but no call. Orsic gets the offensive rebound. And Stallnaker with the 3, and it's good.
That's something you like to see. Aiden Stallnaker, a sophomore. A guy who usually comes off the bench for the Mustangs. Hasn't made a huge impact this year, but when the Mustangs are down pretty big, when we need a big impact, it's nice to see a young guy stepping up, ready to be the spark this Mustangs team needs.
And Yeoman looking to find someone after the steal. Give to Getlack. He's trying to drive here. Orsic the gift to Yeoman, who's going to take the shot, and it's going to be good.
This Mustangs team scoring on their last couple possessions. Game starting to turn around, 37-16 Mustangs. Let's see if they can keep this up with 33 seconds left in the first half.
Murray's trying to set the offense as the Talbots caused a couple turnovers recently, so they're trying to get back on track.
Coach Marino screaming at his defense, trying to get them to cover up right now.
Mustangs have been playing better defense for a little bit here, Cam. They've been forcing some turnovers, too.
Yeah, definitely. Mustangs definitely trending up to end this second quarter. My apologies.
Murray's going to drive, and they are going to call a foul. They're going to call it on. Are they going to call on the floor, or is he taking a couple shots here?
I think he will be taking shots, Jake. That's going to be on Beckner for a blocking foul.
Yeah, you are correct, and Murray is going to be on the line for 2. First one barely misses. 4.3 seconds left in the first half here. 37 for the Talbots and 16 for the Mustangs. And that shot's not going to be good. A Hampton player crossed over the line.
Yeah, that was number 30 that crossed the line there.
4.3 seconds left to go in this quarter. So Mustangs going to have to get something going quick here.
Getlack's trying to find someone. He gives it to Yeoman. They're going to have to take a shot here. It looks like it's going to be Beckner. And that's going to end the first half. Hampton 37, Mustangs 16. What do you guys think that Mustangs need to do to get back on track? You know, they're down big. Not a situation they want, but still a lot of game left. What do you guys think they need to do here?
All right, boys, so we're going to have to make this quick before the music starts blaring for the cheer routine. But, I mean, in all honesty, just not a great half for the Mustangs. They're going to have to go and make a lot of adjustments at halftime, try and figure out how to get around this Hampton defense, and just start hitting open shots.
Yeah, I think for the Mustangs, take what you did at the end of the second quarter and keep it rolling in the second half.
All right, going into halftime, 37 Hampton, Mustangs 16. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to start this second half as the Mustangs are down 37-16. To start this second half, Mustangs have put most of their starters back in. As right now they're running Sean Franzi, Steve Havanchek, Adam Kotvis, Cam Moss, and Nick Killinger.
The lineup we saw to start the game, Cam, so maybe they're trying to get the same stars back out there and see if we can keep the momentum rolling we had to end the first half.
Yeah, see if we can get a spark going, you know what I mean? Mustangs ended the first half strong. Now inside to Cam Moss. Ball's out of bounds. I believe it's out on Hampton.
And I don't know if you guys can tell, but number 33, Robert Cole, I believe he has a brace on his right knee. So I kind of wonder what the injury is and how it's impacting him, because we don't really see much of Hampton for basketball.
Into Killinger in the post, up for a hook. Off and out. Back up from Killinger, and it's going to roll in. Nice to play there by Nick.
When Killinger gets cooking, Cam, that can be dangerous for Hampton.
Quick pass up by Hampton. Nice little floater there by Eric Weeks. Now Kotvis for Plum, going to look to take it up. Trying to put the moves onto Matteo, get free. Gives it up to Franzi in the corner. Into Kotvis, into the paint, up for a layup, and in.
You know, Kotvis is someone we don't see shoot that much, but he made that contested layup like it was nothing, so that was a nice play by him.
A couple quick outlet passes to start from Hampton here early. A little bit of a different approach than we saw from them offensively, but we saw defensively from them they're a very quick team. So as DiMatteo puts up a shot that hits off the rim and bounces out, as Kotvis looks to take it up now, has Killinger open, doesn't give it to him, passes it back out to Ivanchek for three. Off the front rim and out. Killinger gets the rebound into Ivanchek, gets swatted. Moss gets the rebound, puts it back up. Very good possession by the Mustangs there. A couple of open shots, managed to finally hit a layup.
And that's what they weren't able to do, is get those offensive layups, or those offensive rebounds.
And one there for Brendan Murray of Hampton. No, I believe they called that on the floor, actually. No, they did not call that on the floor, so three-point play there by Hampton. Inbound pass into Kotvis.
Hampton going with their full court press again.
Kotvis up with some speed. Foul.
That's good aggressive play by Kotvis to force DiMatteo into a little foul trouble, Cam. We haven't seen him in foul trouble yet, and that's something to note.
Yeah, and we've noticed DiMatteo, obviously Hampton's best player. Inbound pass to Arita, nice little spin, looking to take it into the paint. Tries to get it out to Ivanchek, but has it stolen. His hand now has a 2-on-1. He's going to look to go up with it. He's going to be fouled.
Looks like that's a foul, a body foul on Sean Franzi there, looking for the charge.
In all honesty, that might have been the most impressive turnover I've seen by Hampton. I mean, Harita looked like he made a nice pass to an open guy for three, but he just stole it right off him like he intercepted a shovel pass. I mean, that was just amazing.
First free throw by Brendan Murray, good. Makes it 43-22, Hampton lead. Second free throw is good for the man with the brightest shoes on the court. Inbound pass to Arita, and looks to get it back to Havanchek, but a little miscommunication between him and Sean Franzi there as the ball just trickles right out of bounds.
That's something we've seen from the Mustangs the last couple of games. Turnovers have been hurting them a lot in the last couple of games.
You know, for the most part, they look like they have the right idea for their passes. They just have miscommunication, like you said. I mean, I definitely don't think it's a bad IQ play. It's just that they're not on time or aren't in communication with where they want to go with it.
Killinger out to Franzi, and he has the ball poked away. Oh, a lot of contact there. And I believe they're going to call a foul on Franzi.
I love how Franzi's sacrificing his body, though, Cam. Even though he's getting these fouls, he's making sure he makes an effort to at least give an effort for the ref to maybe call a charge on every single foul that he's given.
This is Eric Weeks at the free throw line. Sinks the first one. second one sinks. Pass in to Franzi. Gives it up to Arita. Wide open Cam Moss isn't able to hit the layup, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, not able to sink. As now Hampton's going to look to take it back. I said earlier, guys, whenever Hampton plays that very aggressive defense, it usually will leave someone wide open, as it did there with Moss. Just wasn't able to sink it. After Hampton hits a layup, Franzi to take it up again. Off to Harita.
I think the Mustangs need to keep their confidence level here, Cam. I think, you know, they're down by a lot, but they got to keep it up.
Franzi spot up for three. Not able to hit it. Killinger with a nice play to keep it in. Harita for three. Drained.
You could tell he wanted to pass it there, and he was like, you know what, I'm wide open for a three, and he did what his biggest strength was, and he was able to drain it.
Yeah, if you guys aren't going to guard me, I'll show you why you should. After a double team passed off by Hampton. Over to Brennan Murray for the three, not able to hit it as Killinger comes down with the rebound, gives it off to Arita to take it up. Arita surveying the scene, has Franzi open, gonna look to get it to him. Considered driving in, stays out beyond the three-point arc. Gives it up to Killinger in the corner for a shot. Hits off the front rim. Killinger tries to get his own rebound. Moss gets it instead, goes up for a layup. Not able to hit it. And back to Mr. Bright Shoes, Brennan Murray. And he's gonna throw that out of bounds.
I've noticed too, Cam, Harita's been playing with a little bit of an edge ever since the start of the second half. He's been playing really solid defense, and he just hit that big three to give the Mustangs some momentum.
Inbound pass to Matt DiMatteo, goes right up with a shot. Not able to hit it, rebound Hampton. Gets it right out the three-point line. Tries to make a nifty pass in the paint, not really worth it as it's gonna result in a turnover, Mustangs ball. Obviously still a large lead for Hampton, but Mustangs have been playing significantly better basketball here in the second half. Killinger with the ball now. The three-point line, gives it off to Rivero at the top of the key. Will Beckner trying to figure out what to do with the ball. Gonna look to drive in. And I believe is gonna, I thought he might have been fouled, but they're gonna call a travel there.
Didn't appear to travel there, Cam, but I guess the ref saw something. Looked like he was hit on the arm too with the foul.
Hey, I guess that's why we're up here and not down there, guys. Hampton looking to drive in. Passes it off to the wing. They're going to call a foul on the floor.
Yeah, that was a foul on Beckner. You could tell he didn't really agree with that, but again, like you said, you know, we don't make the calls here, so kind of got to trust them.
Mustangs racking up the fouls here early. Three-point shot, no good. Killinger get the rebound, passes it off to Arita to take it up. Now off to Beckner. Sees Favero wide open in the corner for three, and he hits it.
That's something the Mustangs have been strong with starting out, hitting the threes.
Another long outlet pass by Hampton results in a rather easy layup. Now Beckner looking to go up with speed. Doesn't see anything. Tries to get around the corner, gives up to Moss. Contested layup. Nice play by Cam Moss as a timeout is called. 50-30, Mustangs still down, but still cutting into that Hampton lead.
Yeah, something you like to see. They've came out playing much better in the second half than they were in the first half.
So, Jake, this has definitely been a different-looking Mustangs team to start this second half. What do you think is contributing to this better play?
Honestly, I think it's the intensity. Like you said, you know, it hasn't been really a case of them not trying hard, but I think right now they're fully locked in. You know, they definitely don't want to go down like how they've been, and I think if they could just fight with any sort of dignity here, I think that's going to be best moving forward. I mean, I think they can still come back. I still think there's a decent amount of time, but right now you're just trying to do whatever you can to just get going here.
I think if you're this Mustangs team, you got to look to win every possession. If you try and start winning this game, that's what's going to lead to doing too much. And then you guys are going to get too ahead of yourselves. and you're just going to fall way behind, not be able to catch up. If you just look to win every possession, whether on offense or defense, we can cut into this lead big time. Inbound pass into DiMatteo. Now he's going to look to take it up as the Mustangs running a soft full court press. Surveying passes it off to Xander Pilsgo. In pass, isn't able to make the layup, passes it back in again into Killinger, throws it into traffic. DiMatteo puts up the jump shot and hits it right at the elbow.
DiMatteo's been able to find the ball all game long any way he can.
Now Beckner bringing it up for the Mustangs is going to be fouled. Sub made for the Mustangs. Billy Franzi came back in as Favero's taking a seat. Speaking of Franzi, inbound pass right to him. Now Killinger out on the wing. Back out to Beckner at the top of the key. Into Harita looking to take it into the paint, contested layup, puts it up and is going to be fouled. 2 shots.
Another thing the Mustangs can do to get back in this game is take it to the hoop and get to the foul line and make their free throws.
You know, it's nice to see Harita drive there and force the foul because, I mean, even if you don't do any of your research, I mean, you got to assume good three-point shooters are good free throw shooters, so definitely good to have them on the line here.
Right as you say that, Jake misses his first free throw shot.
I feel we have a tendency to jinx our players. I mean, every time we have someone in the spotlight, you know.
We've talked about the broadcaster curse before. As AJ goes up for his second free throw and sinks it. Hampton definitely playing at a slower pace in this second half. Probably attempting to just limit the amount of possession so the Mustangs can't get back into this game. Cam Moss with a nice block. Now Franzi looking to take it up with some speed. Stops on the elbow, gives it up to Moss. Now back to Franzi. Into Moss in the paint. Misses it, gets his own Cam Moss almost came down with his own rebound there, not able to hold on.
Lots of confusion there for that play. It looks like everyone was touching it.
Let's see if Hampton goes with another long inbound pass like they have been.
Mustangs playing full court press here.
Franzi guarding Murray. Nice steal by Harita. A little bit of confusion, but now Arisic has it back to Harita. Tries to get it into Moss. Harita gets it back, gives it up to Beckner for a wide open Franzi in the corner for 3. Off the iron. Murray to take it up for Hampton. Another long pass. Moss there with the defense. Back to Murray. Mustangs seeming to double team anytime someone gets it out on the perimeter. Couple of missed layups here for Hampton as someone finally comes down with it for the Mustangs.
Something you have not seen from Hampton, missing those layups. They hit all of them in the first half. They've struggled in the second half.
Pass off of Will Beckner's hands with 41.8 seconds left to go in this third quarter. 52-31, Hampton leads your Plum Mustangs.
The Mustangs have definitely cut into the lead, Cam. I think for them right now, it's still a close enough game that with a couple threes, you can get right back in it.
Murray with an inbound pass right to Harita. Not the right guy there. Gives it up to Franzi. Gonna try and make something happen with 26 seconds left. Harita almost threw it out of bounds there, but Hampton kept it in, but still gonna end up being Hampton's ball.
I think Harita thought someone was going to cut through. I believe he thought it was going to be Moss, but unfortunately they didn't have that connection there.
Murray taking it up, loses it. Beckner gets the ball, 13 seconds left in the quarter. Doesn't have a ton of time, still enough to set up an offense though. Struggling to get something going, gives it up to Harita, probably gonna put a shot up, gives it up to Franzi for 3 to end the quarter. Not able to hit it. So, guys, I mean, all in all, definitely a better showing for the Mustangs there in that third quarter than in the first half.
Yeah, Cam, they've been hitting their shots, and I think they've been doing what we said they should do in the second half, is just don't be afraid to shoot the three and make sure that every time you get the ball, you're putting it up.
Yeah, I mean, it just proves what intensity can do in limiting those turnovers, because this was the first quarter. Right now, Plum and Hampton are tied since they were the Mustangs were down by 21 going in the first half. Right now, it's a 21-point game. So right now, the Mustangs would be tied in the first quarter if this was how the game started. So, I mean, if the Mustangs could just keep this intensity up all game, you know, I don't think it would be a 21-point game right now. That's just me, though.
No, I think you're right, Jake. If the Mustangs kept the same intensity, I think they'd be doing pretty good.
A little bit of a sound system issue there, guys. Well, someone won a 50-50 raffle right there. I'm just not sure if anyone knows.
Congratulations.
Mustangs going to try and cut into this 21-point deficit, as there's just one quarter left in this game. It's now or never time, guys. Franzi now with the ball. Passes it in, looking to make a move. And a nice shot there by Yeoman.
No, he's always been a tall guy, like ever since, you know, I remember him as a freshman, and he was able to use his body to make that shot.
Murray with a pass out to the wing for three. Drained.
That's something Hampton has struggled with so far this game, shooting the three, and that's something you don't want to see from them if you're the Mustangs.
Kotvish trying to get past to Matteo. Gives it up to Franzi. And now Yeoman has it back and is going to lose it as Murray's going to look to take it up. Has the numbers, gives it up to Matteo for the layup. I mean, that's pretty easy, guys, there. 57-33.
24-point deficit by the Mustangs, or that the Mustangs have. And there's another turnover.
A lot of confusion around the basket. Yeoman's going to come down with the rebound here. Kotvish looking to pass it up to Franzi. Ball out of bounds.
So we're almost a minute and a half into the fourth. Mustangs down by 24. It was a 25-point deficit at half. So Plum's played with Hampton.
Kotvish with the ball now off to Ivanchek on the wing. Had Franzi cutting open. And Murray with another steal. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I haven't kept track of steals, guys. I just know there's been a lot.
In all
And
honesty,
way too many, Jake. Way too many. Go ahead, Jake.
In all honesty, I mean, if someone has a triple-double here, I have a feeling 10 steals is one of those one of the categories they got for the triple-double. So I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah, rough night for the Mustangs here. Down by 26, obviously, 59-33, as we're out now under 5:50 left to go in the fourth. Nathaniel Yeoman playing real in-the-face defense there.
Mustangs going to have to start creating some turnovers here if they want to get back into this ball game. There's going to be an and one. Not what the Mustangs were looking for there.
Yeah, it was Griffin with the foul there. I mean, good foul. He just missed the ball. So Hampton goes up by 28, trying to complete the and one. Oh, wow.
Wow. 30-point lead now here for the Talbots.
And that should enact the mercy rule. I don't know if you guys mentioned it on the last broadcast. I missed it. If you did, when one team in the WPIAL is ahead of another team by 30 in the fourth, that should enact, and it did, the mercy rule. So that clock will run now continuously on out-of-bounds plays et cetera, et cetera. Timeouts, it will obviously stop. Injuries, it will stop.
Steve Ivanchek for the three and airballs it. Quick pass up to Murray now. Off to DiMatteo. Another easy layup. Hampton just really starting to run away with this one, guys.
Something I've been impressed with all night, Hampton's defense has been unstoppable.
Oh,
They've been able to get steals all game long, and
all game long.
They've been putting pressure on the Mustangs.
I mean, all game long. I mean, in the first quarter, second quarter, and now we see wholesale substitutions for the Talbots. You guys got the rosters there, so a lot of new numbers coming out for the Talbots here.
Number 1, sophomore Keegan Tomlinson. Number 3, senior Xander Pilsga. Let's see who else out there. Number 4, sophomore AJ. Well, his last name starts with a P.
Prodente, I believe, if I had to guess.
Number 30, Braxton Eastley. He's a junior. And one more, guys. Number 15. That's number 15, Bobby Oliver, also a senior.
I believe Eastley got a decent amount of playing time today, but other than that, this looks like a lot of new faces here.
I believe we've seen Prodente at some point today, too. No, I'm incorrect about that. We've seen Pazilga at some point tonight. All single digits, get him a little confused sometimes. Another sub for the Talbots here. That's going to be number 23, Brock Borgo. The fans sending a little message here, guys. As mostly underclassmen on the floor right now.
Looks like that'll be a foul in Hampton. I'm not sure who, though.
Hampton as a whole team seems to be very good at playing their style of defense. They don't shy away from their style, even if it's the bench or their starters. They play the same style every single way.
You know, another thing about Hampton's defense, they're always looking to poke the ball loose. I mean, every time someone's dribbling, their hands are moving. You know, it's just nonstop.
There's a nice basket there by number 5, Darian Slater. 3 ball for Hampton, no good. As Yeoman tried to get the ball, but stepped out of bounds.
And, you know, going back to Slaughter, I mean, we heard his name a lot broadcasting the football games. He was a very good lineman for us and was definitely a key contributor opposing the run game.
Yeah, a lot of new faces coming in now for the Mustangs, guys, as we're almost at the 2-minute mark.
That is Sean Richardson, number 2. Rocco Schneiderlochner, number 12. Who else out there? Number 11, Andrew Thompson. Number 32 for the Mustangs. That is Maxwell Grice. I believe everything else on there is good. Oh, number 44. My apologies. That's Devin Curley. That's just kind of how the Mustangs night's been going, guys, as Hampton hits another 3 ball there.
Yeah, Hampton has struggled with that a lot throughout this game, but they've been catching fire in the 4th quarter.
You know, this just kind of feels like a poetic finish to just not the best night for this Mustangs basketball team.
No, you're correct, Cam. This has not been the best night. It started early with Hampton scoring 2 seconds into the game, so it's been a lot of back and forth.
Well, guys, with a minute left in this game, I mean, barring something just extreme, I think this Hamptons team's going to come away with a victory here tonight.
Yeah, we're hoping the Mustangs will start fast. It wasn't in the cards tonight, Cam. Hampton came to play. Hampton's legit. A plethora. They created a plethora of turnovers early on. Mustangs were held to 4 points in the first quarter. I mean, they're going to finish with at least 35, obviously. The clock stops for some reason now with 57 seconds left. Should continue to run with substitutions. Obviously, Mustangs down by 24. It was a 25-point lead at the end of the first. Both teams have emptied out their benches, and Coach Marino have to get the team and a little bit back to the drawing board. But Monday we'll be here televising against California High School. So an out-of-section game for the Mustangs. So that opportunity there exists to maybe right the ship a little bit before you continue on at Armstrong on Tuesday night. So, the game didn't obviously go the way the Mustangs wanted it here, as Hampton's looking to double up the Mustangs to their 70th point. First free throw is missed. So not a good night for the Mustangs. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add here as we wind down the last couple minutes. It's now a 70-35 score.
My final thoughts on the night is 6-6. Well, 7-6 now.
Sure.
Just does not seem to accurately describe this Hampton Talbots team. I mean, we played the second-ranked team in our section, Highlands, and this Hampton team, at least from how they've played tonight, looks like they would blow them out of the water.
Yeah, Hampton came to play. Wasn't in the cards again. I just said that for the Mustangs tonight. The final scores you can see right below. The Hampton Talbots 70. The Plum Mustangs 35. Jake, Justino, anything else to add?
I think the biggest question right now is, how does Hampton have 3 section losses? I mean, that's just unbelievable to me. They pretty much matched the game that the Mustangs had against the Highlands. I believe it was 70-35. I mean, Hampton just started off from the jump. I mean, they were already up to a quick, 25 points. I mean, I've never seen the amount of steals in my life that Hampton created, and you just got to credit their defense. I truly believe that the Mustangs did everything they could do, especially starting out in the second half, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But Hampton's a team we got to watch later on. They only have 3 seniors. A lot of these guys that were making plays were juniors, sophomores. It's going to be interesting for Hampton going forward. But that's all I got to say here for the game.
Yeah, I think it's all about transition defense, Jake. I think for the Mustangs, that's something they've struggled on mightily the last couple of games, and that's something that they could clean up for the future games. Their transition defense has to get better, and that's my main takeaway from the game.
Yeah, no doubt. So, again, the Mustangs will have a chance to rectify the ship a little bit Monday night against California. But tonight, not a good game by the Mustangs. Great game by the Talbots. And, again, the final score, Plum Mustangs on the losing end tonight. Hampton Talbots 70, Plum Mustangs 35. Good night, everybody.